always in the January issue, we publish the first place winning essay. In February, we're publishing second and third with Javier and Shoshi. And I also have to absolutely mention that Elizabeth and Javier helped to represent creative writing in Junior Orange Bowl events in the Junior Orange Bowl parade last Sunday. And I thank your brother and your sisters for just making the parade a super special event, and also the Royal Court. And if we have Alejandro and Gabby and Carolina, I have a little something for you too. Oh, I can bring these to you. These are Jody pens. Because you really made my parade. Okay. I got your orange feather. Thank you, Alejandro. Good to see you. Okay, here's to the kids. Allow me to now introduce the very special guest speaker, Dr. Charles Fisher. And Dr. Fisher spoke for us a year ago on the theme of family. And Dr. Fisher is principal of Woods Haven Preparatory Academy in Broward. And he is also associate pastor at New Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church. And thank you for being here. Okay.
Let's see if we can get this to stand.
Oh, boy. You don't need to pay for
I don't. That's fine. I don't need that.
Right. I do. You can
What a great event that the Junior Orange Bowl Committee put on. I think this is so fantastic. I want to thank Connie Goodman Malone. Thank you so much. The Junior Orange Bowl Committee, the mayor of the city of Coral Gables, Don Slesnick, Holly Schwartz, Schwartz-Cole, thank you. Jonathan Rose, thank you. And congratulations to our winners. And I want to thank my daughter, which is a senior, prepared to go to college, Florida, University of Florida, Florida State. I want to thank all of you. So, as I begin to speak, Connie told me you have a few minutes. I said, it's not going to take very long. But I said, I'll tell you when to start it, though. For a month or so, we've been talking about or writing about respect. And the theme is why respect to others matters. See, one of the greatest challenges of all of us, as far as being a parent, we must spend 18 years molding, shaping, and fussing, trying to raise our children the right way. But the reality is, when our children leave home each day, there are systems at work trying to unravel and trying to undo the values that we teach at home. All of us who are parents naturally want our children to be successful, and that's normal. But we know in our hearts, we know in our bones that it's character, it's honesty, it's responsibility, it's kindness, it's perseverance in the face of difficulty, it's courage in the face of danger or social pressures that make everything work. We know that as parents. But we know if our kids, if our children, if us, if they lack brains to do what they need to do, how can they be what we try to train them to be? But if our children lack these character traits that I just mentioned, brains and success do not count very much. if they like that character. I remember seeing this on a coach's wall. It says, be careful of your thoughts, for your thoughts become your words. Be careful of your words, for your words become your deeds. Be careful of your deeds, for your deeds become your habits. Be careful of your habits, for your habits become your character. Be careful of your character, for your character becomes your destiny. Wow. Why respect for others matter? See, character helps shape the destiny of each individual and of each person. And I would take a little further, character helps shape each people. Within the character of a person lies the destiny of a nation. You see, I believe that there are many grandparents here today, many parents, relatives, and school teachers who feel as though we are losing the race. Well, today I want to charge each of you to respect yourselves first and others. We must transfer our values to the next generation if we want character to overcome what we're seeing and that we don't like as far as what's in our young people today. We need to pass on those values. We must pass on our core values to our next generation. We must equip our young people with character. Because history reminds us time and time again that civilization does not flourish forever. They rise and they fall. They fail when our moral coral, our moral deteriorates. That's when it falls. They fail when society fails to pass on the core virtues. Why respect for other matters? It is character, not passion, that keeps marriages together. It is character that enables people to survive. It is character that enables people to endure and transcend their misfortunes. But you know what? Some people get A's but flunk life. Isn't that something? Don't be like that. Why respect for others matters? I'm going to read this and I'll be finished. You have to listen very carefully. A nurse took the tired, anxious serviceman to the bedside. Your son is here, she said to the old man. She had to repeat the words several times before the patient's eyes opened. Heavily sedated because of the pain of his heart attack, he dimly saw the young uniformed Marine standing outside the oxygen tent. He reached out his hand. The Marine wrapped his toughened fingers around the old man's limp ones, squeezing a message of love and encouragement and respect. The nurse brought a chair that the Marine could sit beside the bed. All through the night, the young Marine sat there in the poorly lighted ward, holding the old man's hand, offering him words of love and strength. Occasionally, the nurse suggested that the Marine move away and rest a while. He refused. Whenever the nurse came into the ward, the Marine was oblivious of her and the night noise of the hospital, the clanking of the oxygen tank, the laughter of the night staff members exchanging greetings, the cries, the moans of the other patients. Now and then she heard him say a few gentle words. The dying man said nothing, only held tightly to his son all through the night. Along towards dawn, the old man died. The Marine released the now lifeless hand he had been holding and went to tell the nurse. While she did what she had to do, he waited and he waited. Finally, she returned. She started to offer words of sympathy, but the Marine interrupted her. "Who was that man?" he asked. The nurse was startled. "He was your father," she answered. "No, he wasn't," the Marine replied. "I never saw him before in my life." "Then, why didn't you say something when I took you to him?" I knew right away there had been a mistake, but I also knew he needed his son. And his son just wasn't here. When I realized that he was too sick to tell whether or not I was his son, knowing how much he needed me, I stayed. The next time someone needs you, be there. Stay. You'll be glad you did. People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Why respect for others matters? Remember that story. Remember Elizabeth, Javier, and Shoshi essay. Why respect for others matters. Thank you.
Powerful, beautiful, and very, very, very memorable.
Thank you so much.
Everything.
Thank you, everyone.
You're not finished. We have a writing excellence pin. This is for you. This will be your second
Yes.
of this year, and we have one for your daughter.
Oh.
Who came. Good luck to you. Okay, and I suppose I should give one to you with another daughter who's here. Okay, well that's good.
Okay,
That's
okay.
good. Okay, and oops. Anyway, just pins and more pins. Thank you for being a part of this.
Thank you.
Beautiful celebration. Thank you. Does it get any more inspiring than this? And on behalf of the Creative Writing Committee, I thank everyone for being a part of today's absolute joy and gift of an event, and for Elizabeth, Javier, Shoshi, and Queen Leia. May you stay forever inspired. The doors of the South Florida Writers Association will always be open for you, and the Junior Orange Bowl Committee will always be a family for you. And